Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here for another digital plan with me, and we're going to be planning out the week of November 2nd through November 8th. So as you can see, I am testing out the thickness of my pen, my Apple Pencil, and I've been really indecisive about it, but I think I've settled on like 1.0 being my favorite. I don't know, I kind of go back and forth, but I would really love to be more consistent with that because I feel like I just like monkey around with it all the time. Today we're going to be using my brand new pumpkin truck digital sticker kit. This sticker kit will be available in the shop today for you guys. It was so much fun piecing this one together because I am just in love with the designs and the colors and everything. I just think it's super cute and it screams like November and fall to me, so I was really excited to put this one together. So this will be up in the shop for you guys if you want to check it out. My goal is to get all of the rest of my November kits up and available for you guys by the weekend. That might be a little far-fetched, honestly. We have a lot going on over here, which I'll get to in a minute, but that is my goal. I have 5 kits all together that I want to put up, including this one. So I've got 4 more that I need to go through. I've designed them all, but I need to crop them, compress them, you know, get the good notes file together, get the listings together. It's a process. It usually takes like 2 to 3 hours per sticker kit to get it done. So we'll see. I mean, my husband and I talked about it, and like he knows my goal is to kind of get super caught up and ahead, especially before we move. So sort of taking advantage of his time on vacation. So in the mornings now, he's been taking the kids to school so I can get some extra business stuff done and everything like that. And then on the weekends, you know, I'll be working a lot on business stuff and just trying to really get ahead, especially before we move. So my goal for moving forward with my shop is to offer all of the month's kits all at like one time, like do like a larger release day. I think that'll make it easier, honestly, for me to manage, because what I had been doing up until that point is, or up until this point, is I've been designing one kit every week and all of that kind of stuff. And it just puts a lot of pressure because some weeks are busier than other weeks. And so some weeks I'm like super stressed. I'm like, oh my gosh, I do not have time to put this all together. But if I can just like dedicate 1 week to designing all of my kits, and then the next week to cropping and compressing all of them, and then the next week to, you know, getting the good notes files together and the listings together and stuff like that, I think that'll make it way more manageable. So my goal is to get, like I said, all my November stuff up this upcoming weekend, or it'll likely be into next week sometime, but I will let you guys know on Instagram once everything is available. And then I would like to get my December stuff up before we move. So we move on November 17th, we get the keys to our new house, which I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to be in our new house. I seriously cannot wait. But yeah, so I want to get all the December stuff up before then. And then my goal is to get all my January stuff up at the beginning of December at some point. And then that'll be how it goes moving forward. So in January, very beginning of January, that's when I'll post all my February stuff. And that way you guys can pick everything all up at once, whatever you would like. My goal is to have 5 like planning sticker kits and then 3 budget options. And for my budget options, I do a insert and sticker bundle, or you can buy just the stickers. So if you buy the inserts, it will automatically come with the stickers that match, you know, the inserts and all that kind of stuff. If you ever do get, or if you get my budget planner, it will come with neutral inserts and like general generic type of stickers. But if you ever want something more decorative, that's where you would want to pick up like the separate insert packs and things like that. Some people like it, some people don't. I know for me personally, I really love like decorating my budget and stuff like that. It just kind of keeps me interested in all that good stuff. So I personally really like to use the inserts and the stickers and everything and just make it look super cute. I just posted my November budget, I think on Tuesday, a couple days ago. Is that right? Yeah, so if you want to see, you know, the inserts and the stickers in action and the budget planner in general in action, definitely check out that video. So yeah, as I said, we have had a lot going on over here, primarily with our little baby, Julia. She has had a very, very, very rough week, and it's been hard. It's been so hard because when they're this little and they can't tell you what's wrong, it's just a guessing game. And so for a bit there, we were thinking, oh, she must be teething because she had a low-grade fever. She was sticking her hand in her mouth and she was just fussy and all that kind of stuff. And she's been having trouble sleeping. Now, she hasn't really reacted this way to teething in the past, so I was like, well, maybe like it's just harder teeth. Like, I don't know, some teeth pop through easier than others. I don't know. So that's what we were kind of thinking, was like, oh, it must be teething. But today she has been inconsolable. She's had the hardest time sleeping starting yesterday. She had a hard time going down for her nap and a hard time going down for bed. And that is just not like her. Like, she's very consistent with all of that now. And so she was having trouble sleeping. She's been getting up in the middle of the night. And then today she developed a rash all over her body. I posted in my stories on Instagram pictures of the rash to see what you guys thought. So it's just scary, like when stuff like this happens and you just don't know what's wrong, you know, because as a mom, as a parent, you want to just fix it. Like, you want your baby to be okay, you know. So it's just hard. So Andrew's with her now. We decided to have him take her to the pediatrician because he honestly handles that kind of stuff way better than I do. He's able to stay more calm. I have a much harder time with it. I want to be there with her. Of course I do. They don't let both parents in the room, so that's why only one of us is going right now. With like COVID and stuff, they try to keep the amount of people in the office to a minimum. So Maddie and I decided to hang back, and Andrew took Julia, and we're just kind of waiting to, you know, hear what's going on and stuff. So I'm pretty anxious about that. I know that their appointment's at 2:30, which is like right now. So I'm sure Andrew will call me soon and just kind of let me know what's going on. But a couple of people messaged me on Instagram and said it was like a fever rash or maybe strep throat. And then, I know you're not supposed to do this, but I definitely went on Google and I Googled some stuff, and a lot of things said like that this is the type of rash that can appear like after they have a fever. And it's interesting because today she really hasn't had a fever. And this is the first day that she's like developed this rash, but it's crazy looking, and I just want her to be okay. I just want my happy little Julia Bear back. It's just hard seeing her be so miserable because she is normally just such a chipper, like happy little bubbly girl. And yeah, so hopefully we can get that worked out. We'll do extra snuggles this weekend. Tomorrow is Halloween, so we are supposed to go trick-or-treating. I don't know if we are going to go. I think it's going to depend a lot on how Julia is doing. So we'll see about that. I know it's going to be a really busy weekend this weekend. So I need to go over to our family friend's house. We're helping them out with a garage sale. We're contributing towards the garage sale and stuff like that. So I need to go over and like price what we're selling, which is essentially just a bunch of baby stuff. It's kind of bittersweet, but we are kind of done with like the baby stage, which is crazy. So all the baby gear and everything is getting sold in the garage sale. And like I said, it's bittersweet, but Andrew and I have had a lot of talks about it because like we've definitely had moments where we're like, are we sure we're done? Like, are we sure? And I think we've definitely come to the conclusion that we're done growing our family. We're happy with our 2 girls. And, you know, it's just hard once they like reach these certain milestones, especially once they're a year old and you kind of get through the newborn phase and everything. I feel like, I don't know, it's very tempting to have more babies. But for the lifestyle that we want to have and all of that kind of stuff, and I mean, not that that should be like the only thing you're considering, obviously. It's also like my mental health. Postpartum, I have dealt with postpartum depression and anxiety with each pregnancy. It was way more intense with my first pregnancy, but just putting myself through all of that again was not something that I was really wanting to do. And we're just kind of ready for this next like season of life where we have like school age kids and, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with all of that. It's a hard decision. It's hard, and I feel like you change your mind 100 times, but I think we really have made peace with like we're done growing our family. So anyways, I'm super anxious to hear from Andrew. I'm sure he'll be calling me any minute. But yeah, I have been swamped, you guys. I've had so much going on. So I just sent out all the D-stash stuff this morning, which was a great feeling because that is a lot of work. The D-stash was a lot of work, but I'm happy I did it because, man, my office drawers are a lot less cluttered now, and people were able to get a lot of really fun stuff, which is nice. And yeah, I definitely wanted to do that before we moved because I'm trying to declutter as much as possible. And as I've talked about with you guys a couple times, like I'm trying to sort of like simplify my planning and budgeting system in the sense that I'm not using as many like physical stickers and as many like books and things like that. I've got mostly everything on my iPad outside of my Daily Duo, which I use for like daily tasks and planning and things like that. And it has been working beautifully. I still get some stickers from Sarah Marie Stickers and from Planner Kate for my Daily Duo, but it's so minimal compared to what I used to get. So I'm pretty proud of myself for that. I think it's working out really well, and I finally have a really good like groove going, a good like routine going with it. So yeah. Obviously we're going to be getting ready to move too, so that has been weighing on me because that is a lot of work getting ready to move, but I think we've got everything pretty much coordinated for that. We've got a game plan. It will really help. I was able to take a bunch of time off of work, and so was Andrew. So that will be helpful. And then my stepdad, who is the most helpful person on the planet, has said that he is available to help us move. Only if my mom's doing okay. So my mom, I haven't given you guys an update on her in a little bit, but she will be starting chemo next week. So please pray for her. I'm really hoping her reaction to the chemo is not awful. I know she's probably going to get a bit sick, but I just hope that it goes as smoothly as possible for her. So if she needs my stepdad, of course, he is going to be there for her. And he knows that, we know that, so we will figure it out if she needs him. That's not going to be a problem. The good news is we don't have a whole lot of stuff to move. You know, we got rid of pretty much all of our furniture. The only furniture we still have is a couch for upstairs, and then we have all of my office furniture and Julia's crib, and that is it. And everything else is going to be coming to us from the furniture stores and things like that, and I think the earliest that stuff will get delivered is November 20th, so we're gonna have to kind of make do for a few days, which is fine. We'll be okay. So I did go see the house last night, and they're putting the floors in right now. I feel like they still have a lot to do, and our final walkthrough is on the 12th in like 13 days. But I'm sure they're gonna pull it off. I mean, they got a lot done in a week, so I have no doubt they'll probably get it all finished and ready to go. And then yeah, we close on the 17th, so really exciting. We have to drive next week to go, or is it next week? It's the 13th, so a week from Friday, next Friday, 2 weeks from today, we have to go and sign all of our paperwork and stuff like that, and then that's when we'll find out like what our exact monthly payment will be. So I'm pretty anxious for that, for like budgeting purposes and things, because I like to project our future budgets and every dollar and all that. But other than that, that's pretty much all that's going on. Just the D-stash, trying to get caught up on YouTube, trying to get caught up on Etsy stuff, and working full time, and that's been extra busy lately. So I feel like my head is spinning half the time, but I'm managing. I'm doing okay. It's just been kind of crazy, and I'm super, super grateful to have my husband who is here to help me and everything like that. He's been a huge help with the kids. I've been definitely prioritizing family though, especially Julia lately. They get my full attention when they need it the most, obviously. So, but anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll chat with y'all later. Bye!